Hey y'all, it's been a minute since I've hopped on RecRoom and like talked one-on-one technically. And I can't tell you how shocking the news was when I first heard about all the stuff happening. And if you don't know what the news is that RecRoom is shutting down after nearly 10 years. You know what? This is kind of a bittersweet ending to it all. The signs of RecRoom shutdown were imminent, definitely after the layoffs and all the stuff that was going down after 2024. At least they're doing it the best way possible. Not many games can say that they last 10 years and keep a loyal fan base, and the fan base is still loyal to this day, making a yearbook and everything. If you wanted to see my yearbook thing, I did upload one. Go ahead, throw y'all signatures on it if you want, and it'll be down below. Now is the part where I talk about how RecRoom has impacted me. RecRoom was like a canvas to me. It was the way that I could take my ideas and make them a reality. It was the way I made friendships. It was a way for me just to laugh. I remember so many late nights staying up with friends, playing games, and all those late nights we stayed up working on games that would never be released, making fake studios in RecRoom, hoping we can gain recognition for our work, and then mornings the next day, ready to do it all over again. I still keep in touch with some of the people I met way back when I first started playing RecRoom. Most of them I make music with to this day. And RecRoom was the way I made all my covers. How I dealt with grief, how I dealt with happiness, how I dealt with joy, and how I dealt with pain. It was definitely the magnum opus of its time. Little games and game studios get to say they've impacted people's lives more than RecRoom. And the famous quote that I've heard that was popularized by Dr. Seuss reads as follows: "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Nothing is built to last, and that's the beauty of it all. And to all the people who play this game and start their career, but still have a low sub count like me, this is just a minor setback from the greatest you'll achieve. To think RecRoom was there when I was legit in middle school, when I was around 13, to me now being way older, about to graduate high school, and I'm 17. This really shows how much RecRoom has been with me. I joined way back in March 19th, 2021. It was a simpler time. We just recorded whatever, uploaded whatever, and made whatever. And though I'm sad to see it go, I think it was one of the things that needed to happen. To show all the people that said RecRoom should shut down, to realize that wasn't true. And RecRoom was fighting its hardest to be able to stay up for us. And in the end, it was a battle they couldn't win. And soon, there will be another game like RecRoom. And it will go through its cycles. And soon, no one will even remember the name. But we're just here for the ride. And if you want one quote from me for the years of RecRoom that I've been here, it's this: "Some aren't as fortunate to say they left their mark. I'm glad to say I did." Even though the future of this channel isn't set in stone, I'll end up finding my way without RecRoom. Either through music, making content with friends, or maybe not even being a YouTuber. And that being said, I was a RecTuber. I'm not ashamed to say that, but now that's something that all RecTubers must shed away. That name, and to finally gain the new name as YouTubers. There are some third-party places like Radium that are allowing players to go back to older parts of RecRoom. And tragically, they have been DDoS for doing so, which, to be honest, I don't really understand, really. But to me, it's people trying to hang on to a memory that needs to be put away. We can always remember their memories, but we can't drive it from its inevitable death. And I know this sounds like one big poem I made for RecRoom, but this is the way I felt. So goodbye, RecRoom. This is the rest you much deserved. And to all my beautiful people watching from home, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.